you're originally from Australia. So how did you get from Australia to Dubai and what brought you here?
So originally I was sitting on my couch and I'm looking at my phone and I get this message on Facebook that says, "Hey Josh, would you be interested to go to Dubai?" Naturally, I think it's a scam, obviously. So I put in a very, very, very half-assed effort to be able to write back. They wanted, because I was a musician and singer, okay? So premise there. They wanted me to come and perform in a 5-star hotel on the Palm Jumeirah, all expenses paid, flights, accommodation, visa, live in the hotel, on the lagoons with the gym and the pool, the beach access, and just perform 6 days a week. I was like, yes, for sure, right? So I didn't really take it very seriously. And I put together a press kit, so your biography and photo and video. The video was a very, very blurry video of me singing in a pub. The second was me I didn't even know to dress myself at that point. I was like 21 years old. So I had a shirt that was too big and a tie that wasn't done up properly and a biography that I wrote in about 3 minutes. This is before ChatGPT, just by the way. And so I sent that away and then it just went dark. I didn't hear anything for about 3 or 4 months. And I get this email that says, "Okay, they like you leave in 2 weeks. Here's your tickets." I'm just thinking, oh, what? Wow. So I had to defer my university degree, 1 semester from finishing, which is music. I broke up with a girlfriend, got rid of the house, and just got to the airport. And I'm thinking, if this is a scam, I swear to God. Wow. And so I get to the check-in desk and my ticket works. I'm like, oh, okay, fantastic. I arrive in Abu Dhabi and I hop into a bus and then it drives me to Dubai where there's a Lexus waiting. And I'm thinking, whoa, that's crazy. That's a really expensive car. I didn't know that's an Uber. And they drive me to the Anantara Hotel in the Palm Jumeirah, which is this beautiful, stunning, luxurious hotel. I'd never been in a 5-star hotel, let alone a Dubai luxury 5-star hotel in the Palm Jumeirah, right? I get into the reception, they're like, "Mr. McCartney, we've been waiting for you." Don't know if you've ever had that moment of like real disbelief where you're just thinking, this is not real. Yeah. This has got to be a dream. They take me to my room and I just start laughing because it's 3 a.m. I see the lagoons are just lit up and beautiful colors like purple and blues. And the room is just, you open the cupboard and the light turns on. I'm just, this is crazy. So I call every family member individually. Like, look at this. When you open the cupboard, oh my God, it turns on. Like I was just a kid in a candy store. It was crazy. And so I did an 8-month stint of performing 6 nights a week at that hotel. And all of the dream that they sold me was real. It was so beautiful. From that point, I just fell in love with Dubai. I figured I need to find a way to stay here. And I went from contract singing in the hotel to then starting my own freelance company. So I started freelancing around Dubai in many different hotels and venues and weddings and corporate events, started doing other things like employing people to go into the hotels and perform. And I just eventually found that wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. And we'll get into that sort of stuff about what happened next. But it was a very unlikely scenario that just evolved by itself that I didn't even look for. And Dubai has a way of just...
a lot of people say that.
Really
Yeah, I've heard similar stories from other people as well. It's fascinating. So how many years ago was that?
10.5 years ago.
9?
10.5 years ago. Yeah.
Wow. So a decade in Dubai.
Decade in Dubai. That should be the podcast name, actually.
It shouldn't it? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, that should be one.
It's a different city, though. After 10 years, it changes a lot.
And what would you say has changed most? Like, if you talk culture, because you've been obviously in the venues at the front of seeing like people a lot.
It feels like there's a lot more people now in general. And that means different walks of life in every area. Yeah. When I first arrived, there wasn't much of a health industry or spirituality industry at all in Dubai. So people weren't that fit at that point in time. Essentially, the gyms were just building gyms and stuff like that. There were obviously bigger warehouses and stuff like that. But that came a little bit later. A lot of the culture, it was a lot of the late night shishas. You know, you're eating in these bars until 3 or 4 in the morning. Then you go home. It was a lot more of that sort of thing. That was a lot more standard. Over the years, it has changed because there's just such a huge amount of people coming in now. So you've got a whole different level structure of Dubai now. It used to just be ultra wealthy, sort of middle, lower. Now you've got everything in between.
Yeah. Wow. And so you're now known for coaching people in public speaking.
That's correct.
So how did that come about from being an artist? Were you a singer and a songwriter?
I was. I didn't enjoy writing songs, so I just sang other people's ones. I found that to be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. But it's not wildly different, but it's definitely a different industry with a different skill set. How did that all come about?